Good morning. Today we will study about BEER-LAMBERT'S law. What is BEER-LAMBERT'S law? It is the basis of spectrophotometer. It is the basis of UV visible spectrophotometer, UV visible spectroscopy, absorption spectroscopy. Okay, and we will study transmittance. What is transmittance? What is absorbance? What is the relation between absorbance and transmittance? And we will study the deviations of BEER-LAMBERT'S law. What are the deviations of BEER-LAMBERT'S law? What are red shift, blue shift? Okay, and also a problem asked in GATE 2015. First we will see BEER-LAMBERT'S law. Okay, let us take a solution in a cell or cuvette. Let us take a solution in a cell, colored solution, especially KM4 or potassium dichromate. Now, I0 is the intensity of the incident beam, where I0 is the intensity of the incident monochromatic beam. And on passing, when the light beam of monochromatic wavelength passing through the solution, the intensity decreases. You see, the intensity is large. On passing through the colored solution, the intensity decreases because a part of the light is absorbed by the colored solution. A part of the light is absorbed by the. Therefore, this is the transmitted light. IT is the transmitted light. I0 is the incident beam, and IT or I we can call. And what is the light absorbed? IA equal to I0 minus IT. I0 minus IT is the intensity of light absorbed. Okay, now there are two different laws. They are combined. Lambert law, it is based on thickness of plate. Lambert studied the absorbance, studied the decrease in intensity with respect to increase in the thickness of the glass plate. He used glass plate, okay, glass plate. He increased the thickness. So the decrease in, according to Lambert law, the decrease in intensity of the light beam with respect to path length, is directly proportional to the incident, is directly proportional to I, intensity of the light beam. Directly proportional to. This is similar to rate law expression. Rate law dA by dt proportional to concentration of A. So same. Okay. So similarly, BEER study. This is the Lambert mathematical expression, and this is BEER mathematical expression. BEER studied for solution. BEER studied for solution. He studied for thickness of plate. He varied the concentration. Of the solution. Therefore, the variation, the decrease in the intensity of the light beam transmitted with respect to increasing path length is directly proportional to concentration. Okay, this is the mathematical form of BEER. On combining the two law, BEER-Lambert law. Therefore, di by dx, okay, this minus I am putting it here, and k proportionality constant I into c. Okay, the decrease in intensity is directly proportional to the intensity of the incident beam as well as the concentration of the solution. Therefore, di by I am grouping the variables. Di by I equal to kc dx. On integrating, for example, here this is I0. Here I0. This is here I. This is I. Okay. So I0 initial, and this is the I after passing through the solution I. Similarly, this is x. The thickness is 0 in the here where I0. And after passing through x and this is dx. Therefore, what we call next on integrating this ln I by I0 equal to minus kc x. Okay, x minus 0 x. Okay, now this is the exponential form. It can be converted. This form can be converted into exponential form. That is I equal to I0 exponential, okay, LV, therefore exponential minus k Cx. Okay, now how it is defined? The BEER-Lambert's law is defined as the intensity of the monochromatic radiation, the intensity of the monochromatic beam of radiation decreases with respect to increase in the concentration. If you increase the concentration, the intensity decreases very much. If you increase the path length, the intensity decreases. That is the BEER-Lambert law. Decreases exponentially. The intensity of the incident monochromatic incident beam decreases exponentially with respect to increasing concentration and with respect to increasing path length. Okay. This is BEER-Lambert's law. This is the basis of UV visible spectroscopy, spectrophotometer, etc. Now, what are the deviations? What are the limitations? It is obeyed only for monochromatic light beam. For polychromatic radiations, monochromatic means single wavelength light beam. If you use polychromatic light beam, then it is not obeyed. And this law is applicable for only dilute solutions. If it is concentrated, it won't be. For example, this is for dilute solution. Absorbance equal to, we have seen, we have forgot to discuss here. Next, log, this log I am taking log to the base 10. This is natural logarithm, log to the base 10, therefore 2.303, and I am taking it here, therefore log minus I am bringing it here, therefore log I0 by I equal to plus K, 2.303 will come here, Cx, therefore this is absorbance, and this constant is called epsilon, and this is C, and L is the path length, L is the path length, where epsilon is the constant, called molar absorption coefficient. Epsilon is molar absorption coefficient or molar extinction coefficient. When the concentration is unity, for example, when the concentration is 1 molar and the path length is 1 centimeter, then epsilon equal to A by Cl. Therefore, the absorbance unit is no unit because I0 by I, there is no unit. So, no unit 1 by moles per liter, moles per decimeter cube or moles per liter centimeter. Okay. Now, what is transmittance? Transmittance is nothing but IT by I0. IT, transmitter light. IT, I means transmitter light by I0. Okay, therefore, T equal to transmittance. What is the relation between transmittance and absorbance? Therefore, you just you see here, this is absorbance and transmittance. Therefore, A equal to, you invert minus log T. This is I by I0 is T. Therefore, minus log T. This is the relation between absorbance and transmittance. Okay, now, as I said, it is obeyed only for monochromatic light beam, not applicable for polychromatic radiations with a different wavelength. This law is applicable for dilute solutions only. For example, absorbance, on plotting absorbance against concentration, with increase in concentration, the absorbance increases directly. That is it. So, absorbance equal to epsilon Cl, therefore, L equal to path length is equal to 1. It is constant for UV cell, it is constant, L equal to 1 centimeter, therefore A equal to epsilon C, Y equal to mx, therefore I am plotting a straight line is obtained passing through origin with the slope is obtained is called molar absorption coefficient, molar extinction coefficient. And similarly, for high concentration, you see absorbance versus with increase in concentration. For low concentration, up to this low concentration, it is a straight line. Above, for high concentration, there is a deviation. It has become a curve. It has become a straight line, becoming a curve. Therefore, it does not obey at high concentration. It does not obey the BEER-Lambert's law. Okay. Next, at high concentration, why it deviates from BEER-Lambert's law? Because the refractive index of a highly concentrated solution changes significantly if you increase the concentration of the solution. Next, we will see what is absorption spectrum. What is absorption spectrum? Effect of absorbance on wavelength. A plot of what is absorption spectrum? A plot of absorption measured at different wavelengths. A plot of absorbance measured at different wavelength. For example, is called absorption spectrum. This wavelength, okay, there is no absorbance, and at this wavelength, the absorbance is maximum. This wavelength, that is called lambda max. What is lambda max? Lambda max is a wavelength at which the absorbance is maximum. That is called lambda max. For K104, it is 525, 510 to 525 nanometer. Okay. Now, effect of concentration on absorbance. With increasing concentration, you see, with increasing concentration, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, the absorbance increases. With increasing concentration, the absorbance increases. Okay. Next, effect of temperature. Effect of temperature or increasing temperature from 25 to 50 degrees. For example, T1 is 25 degrees Celsius and T2 is 50 degrees Celsius. The lambda max shift to longer wavelength. The lambda max at high temperature, the lambda max shift to longer wavelength. That is called red shift. That is called bathochromic shift. That is called bathochromic shift. And on cooling, for example, on cooling, the lambda max shift to shorter wavelength called blue shift or hypsochromic shift. Okay. For example, you have a dye, some of the substituents present will shift the lambda max to longer wavelength. Such substituents are called bathochromic groups. Those substituents which decreases the lambda max to shorter wavelength are called hypsochromic groups, hypsochromic functional groups, hypsochromic group substituents or group, etc. We will solve one more problem asked from the transmittance. How absorbance is calculated and how molar absorption coefficient is calculated. We will see now.
Here we will solve a problem asked in GATE 2015. The question is the percent transmittance of 8 into 10 power minus 5 molar K-monophore solution is 39.8 when measured at lambda max 510 nanometer in a cuvette cell of path length 1 centimeter. Calculate the absorbance and molar extinction coefficient in mole inverse, centimeter inverse. Here, the transmittance is represented by the symbol T. Absorbance is represented by the symbol A. What are the data given? Percentage transmittance equal to 39.8. Concentration of the K-monophore solution is given 8 into 10 power minus 5 molar. Path length of the cuvette cell is equal to 1 centimeter. Lambda max 5 110 nanometer. Now they have asked to calculate the absorbance and molar extinction coefficient. So what is the formula used? Absorbance equal to epsilon Cl, where A is the absorbance, epsilon is the molar absorption coefficient, C is the concentration of the colored solution, L is the path length, and they have given transmittance. What is the relation between absorbance and transmittance? The transmittance is given by the ratio of intensity of light divided by intensity of the incident beam. I naught is the intensity of the incident beam. Okay, so A equal to minus log to the base t. This is the formula. Let us substitute in the formula to get the answer. Let us see the calculation. The given percentage transmittance equal to 39.8. What is percentage? Out of 100, 39.8. Therefore, T equal to 39.8 divided by 100, or T, the transmittance, actual transmittance equal to 0.398. Okay. Now, from the previous slide, the formula for absorbance equal to minus log to the base 10 T. Therefore, minus log 39.8 divided by 100. Therefore, minus log 39.8 minus plus log 100. Therefore, log 100 equal to log 10 power 2. 10 power 2 means 2. 2 minus log 39.8. Therefore, on calculating, the absorbance will be equal to 0.4. Okay. In the next, we have calculated the absorbance from the transmittance. What they have asked is to calculate the molar absorption coefficient. Molar absorption coefficient equal to, therefore, A by Cl, and absorbance is 0.4. There is no unit because I by I naught divided by, there is no unit for this absorbance. Similarly, transmittance also there is no unit. 0.4, 8 into 10 power minus 5 molar into 1 centimeter. On calculating this, the molar absorption coefficient, molar absorptivity or extinction coefficient, molar extinction coefficient equal to 5000 mole inverse centimeter inverse. Here are some formulas we have used in solving the problem. For example, log A by B. This is a formula. Log A minus log B. Okay. And similarly, log 100 equal to log 10 power 2. Therefore, 2 if we bring it here, 2 into log to the base 10 of 10. Log to the base 10 of 10 equal to 1. We know from logarithm. And also log A to A and A equal to 1. Okay. Similarly, integration of di by I equal to dy by dx by x equal to ln x. Okay. Similarly, the decrease in the intensity of the incident radiation, the decrease in the di, the intensity decreases on passing through the solution, because of the absorbance. We can use this integration formula. Okay, thank you.